Okay.
Oh, Pelican.
Yeah. Hey.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Pelican. Wow. Pelican energy, real strong. Being
Yeah.
able to go long distances and taking whatever you need with you. Being able to grab larger portions of things like intellectual material and information and utilizing it, getting what you need out of it. Um,
I do always like watching the pelicans fly. 'Cause I live
yeah,
next to the beach. Yeah. I live where
yeah. Oh,
yeah,
you're
Lexus
so
lives.
lucky.
Well, Lexus lives over here apparently, and like, 'cause I live in Boynton Beach, so I was surprised that he lives over here. But yeah, I see pelicans. I always like seeing them fly by.
Yeah, he moved up to Augusta or something here in Georgia.
Oh, in Georgia. Okay.
Yeah, just a little while ago. Um, he came up with family. Um, yeah, that's beautiful down there, though. That
Yeah,
whole area is really nice, and Coral Gables is about to be the big hot spot for.
I've
Uh,
heard. I've heard. I was like,
yeah,
well, I had never been down there, so I definitely want to go
yeah,
down there.
it's gonna be nice. People aren't gonna have to worry too much about going through the checkpoints because they'll be in the water.
Okay,
Uh, uh,
it'd be easier. You wouldn't have
yeah,
to worry.
when you do, you just go through. As you know, everyone's listed.
And I do have any questions. Well, let's see here. I'm gonna try to get them up here.
Your pineal vision is coming in and out. Your ability to see with your pineal.
Yeah, it always does that because when I'm doing my readings for people, like I had to take some extra time to look at something, and it comes in and out, and now it makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that'll come to an end soon. It'll just solidify.
Okay.
It won't be erratic. That
I
the passion you have for stuff too, that energy that you have, the passion. It's the color of your shirt. It's so funny. I've had people say, "Oh, you just said that." I mean, live, like in events and everything.
yeah.
I look at someone and say, "Man, you strong pineal." Oh, you just said that because he's wearing a blue shirt. And I looked at the lady. Did you ever think he might be wearing a blue shirt because that's like his frequency?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hello. I was at a gem store. I mean, it's not a gem store, like an event type thing, but there are all
Yeah.
these gem vendors,
Mhm.
necklaces and stuff. And I walked up, and there's this nice lady there. Her energy was orange, and she was passion, and she's wearing some other stuff. And I said, uh, your big color, your energy, it's orange. You should be wearing orange. It just flows out. And she goes, well, I'm at work now. And I said, so what does that mean? I don't live in a firehouse. Is that saying the same thing? You know,
Of course not.
and, she got mad. I said, I'm sorry. I just wanted you to know that's how you would get more people interested. And I said, you're not selling a whole lot today. She goes, no, I'm not. And I said,
Oh, there's a reason for
yeah,
that.
yeah, I'm sorry, call me an asshole, but that I'm telling you for a reason. Because I want to help. Um,
Yeah. I
nuts. But
well,
you can show a horse the water, but you can't make him drink it without drowning him. So that does
no,
nothing.
no. And that's one thing. Like,
Excuse me.
it's okay. That was one
You
thing. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Go ahead. You go.
Like because I work at a boutique, at a little yoga healing center, and I do my readings over there for people, and it's always because I see it's in and out, and then sometimes I doubt myself because there's times where I see something and it's solid, but then it changes, and so I'm like, how I want to, I can't really say everything without.
Everything's changed. Everything's so fluid right now. And there's until I get home and I establish a real strong energy presence,
Hmm.
then everything, the format and everything changes. Everything starts coming together.
Okay.
You're excuse me. I say you with books, information,
Yeah.
uh, and I see you compiling your own to make your own.
I remember seeing that a long time ago that I was supposed to write a book about something, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to or not. And that was like a couple years ago.
I'm also seeing you take experiences that you have with other people and not putting their names on there and expressing it to other people that one time you had this one case where this happened, that happened, and this happened. And it helps people start to understand, oh, this crap I'm going through is normal. That's part of the process.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, let's see. What was it? The experiences that I have, yes, with a lot. I mean, it was a lot of different people. But the thing is, I try to keep myself out as much as I can because I don't want. I don't know. I don't really. I don't want to be about me. I want to be about people. And
Well, yeah, but when you talk about experiences that other people have gone through, that you experience what they went through,
yeah,
and then you share that with other people. You know, being proper about how you do it,
yeah,
it helps
yeah.
them understand. People will start waking up, and you're going to help them. You're like a coach slash teacher.
Coach slash teacher. Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
Yeah, but the more you do it, the more you're going to realize certain patterns, and you're going to put that into a book.
I see.
And that's not about you. That's sharing your information. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I think that's where I'm like kind of worried. It's like, well, I don't want to. I want to be give them the understanding of the experience of that they went through. But now that the way you said it, it makes okay. That makes it a bit.
yeah, it's really helped. That really helped people not run away from feeling funny when they're trying to wake up.
Yeah, yeah. And that was something I was like kind of worried about because I'm like, there's so many people who don't know, and I don't want to just bombard them.
And plus, when I get home, the whole format changes, and everything's about opening up, becoming yourself, learning, and anything that would normally be bugging people, making them run,
Yeah.
their ass is mine.
Okay.
I'm deleting them or taking them and freezing them and storing them, and Lily can deal with them later.
Okay.
It's all being handled. I mean, after I'm out of here for the between the next 5 and 6 years after I'm out of here, before I take everyone home, everything's going to be smoother, better. We can't have physical bodies. It's abusive. To
Mm,
maintain a physical body, you have to consume physical nourishment. You kill animals? No, that's wrong to them. You kill plants, eat plants? No, they're alive too. I
mm,
mean, everything was created to be abusive, to make everything go through hell and then get stronger and bigger, so there'd be more of everything to praise Mother, Father, God.
of course.
So it has to go. But the thing is, something else that has to happen. There has to be a solid 5 year term after I'm gone and I fix things where people understand. You know, I I understand where there's still abuse here now, but this is nothing. This is a joyride compared to what was before.
Of
So they
course.
understand that what they went through in the physical bodies before I changed it is wrong. It was abusive intentionally. So that they can appreciate what was done to them. And then you take the bodies away, and everyone's got energy bodies when they're ready to have a life again, and people develop
Yeah,
in who they are.
of course.
You know,
Ah,
everyone's going to be more pure to themselves. If you like sculpturing and that kind of thing, then your energy is flowing in that direction. Very beautiful, very pure, not being beat up and
Yeah,
it's
yeah. And
like not being forced on you steroids. Steroids forced on you or something. It'll be pure, smooth, natural.
I wondered if the I don't know. I'm I get nervous and I get worried about things at times, and I
You get
always
worried
wonder.
about
Sorry,
things.
my
I'm
voice.
sorry, it broke up for a minute. You get worried about things sometimes.
Uh, I I worry about things a lot because like I'm just a worrywart, so I'm just trying to make sure
Yeah.
everything's right, and so
Well,
that's why
yeah. I
it's
was going to say it's not. It's concern. It's not worry, but
it's more
you get
concerned.
concerned enough, it kind of flows into worry. But then that's just your passion taking the concern and making it flow a little more. It becomes a little bit worry, but that's natural, especially when you're not being helped with having to deal with that situation.
Hmm.
So it's harder for you to relax. If you were allowed and had help to relax, it would never turn to worry. It would just be energy to go towards, to move in the right direction to cure this little issue, which, our lives are nothing but issues, lots of
Hmm. Yeah.
so it's not a problem. It's just something you've had to deal with, it,
Yeah.
it, it, in these
Yeah.
bodies. So I was the same way about a lot of stuff, but eventually it just went away. You're going to do some amazing things, and you're also going to finish. It's not that you don't know yourself, but you're going to finish finding out who you really are. And when
Yeah.
you do, everything flows from you just like water from a hose.
That was something I always asked because like every time I tried, even my first attempts of trying to get a consultation, I didn't have the money, and I always want to know who I am because I was asked the same questions myself, and then I realized over time it failed, it failed, it failed, it failed, and I was like, okay, I don't think I'll ever find out until I go home, and that was something I always just like. It's just every time I try to do something, and it just eventually just weathers away, like almost like my hands are ashes from my
Yeah,
arms. Like,
honestly, same thing I try to do. It's done. It's been done to us on purpose. And then when I got rid of the original ones, excuse me, assholes took over their position and kept everything worse. Then the angels, what they call the angels, they're angels
yeah,
slash demons. Then they started really getting nasty. Wound up killing all of them except just a few. Um, we've all gone through that, and it's insane. My last life is Gandhi. I fought so hard to get freedom for India, and the whole time, the original first being female, she was putting together Britain and the Pakistan guys to, the Muslim group to make Pakistan and to tear apart the India that I was trying to build. That in India where you could have any religion you wanted, but it was about people being
yeah,
heart to heart, and then so everything I worked for was just almost everything I worked for and I built was destroyed.
destroyed. Yeah.
Like you said, excuse me, like you're holding something and your fingers turning to ash.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
that, and that frustrates us. That makes us more, and then when we come out of the body, we're bigger.
yeah,
Uh,
and I don't want to go. I don't want to do that. That's why I don't want
All
to.
that is all that's coming to an end.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I seriously doubt that you're going to get out of here before I do.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you'll find that in body instead of on the other side. But it's just Lily's inside me right now. It's like I'm a hand puppet, and it's not. She's not running my mouth, but I mean she's helping me with the energy, with the thought, and
Oh,
just
the movements. Okay.
to keep going.
I see it
Um,
too. I don't know. I
yeah,
kind like a pink
yeah,
or
exactly. She's got like a
she
pink
came
and
to me
stuff.
every once in a while as a white
She
tiger.
will. She will.
Okay.
Oh, funny, as a white tiger.
Yeah. She literally came to me. I was in Austin, Texas, and she came to me as a white tiger, and I see the pink aura around her. It was in a dream,
Yeah,
but it was taking care of the cats outside. There was stray cats, and I started taking care of the cats. And I remember that was like very important. It was like take care of the animals over there, and I started doing
yeah,
it. And a lot of my lessons I eventually learned through there. I always my lessons I just let it flow. I just accepted myself along.
yeah,
Last week, I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna just accept everything. I was always
yeah.
pushing, and I was like, okay.
Well,
After
we have to push to try to achieve because we're always being fucked with. So we have to push, and then all of a sudden they let go, and then it's like a rubber band. You got to fight it, and then they let go and smack it hits you.
yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's like son of a bitch. You know, and the other side, that all that's left anymore is some souls that just don't understand. And they say they love you, and they do. We love you, and we're gonna make sure that we understand you're in the body and you're stupid and you don't know better. So we're gonna fuck you up because we love you, and that's how we show our love. That's what you do. I mean, that's how they were taught by the original
Yeah.
first being male and female. They don't know better. They honestly don't know better, and you tell them that, no, no, no. We know for a fact that when you're in the body, you're screaming idiot. That's not aware of anything. Mother and father taught us that, you know, trillions of lives ago, and
I
you're like,
remember hearing, and when you said that, I was like, man, it makes a lot of sense because it's just like even now, every once in a while, it's like I'm being told not to do something, and I listen, but then I'm not doing anything, and I hear it over and over, and I'm like, why you keep repeating the same thing? I'm not even doing
yeah,
that, and
yeah.
so
It's so frustrating, and they don't know what they're doing. And some of them, they're trying. Some of them, most of them, the ones around you, they don't know what to do. They don't know what they're doing, and they're trying to help. But the best thing they could do is to just sit down and shut up,
okay,
you
okay.
know?
I
But
always wondered because my spirit, I think I found out my name, but I don't know if she wanted that was her name. Originally, when I was talking to Kate Fletcher, I did a health consultation with her,
yeah,
um, and she said it was a short. It was Gina, that was her. But I was like, okay. And then she said, well, she wants you to find out her name, and I tried. I got what was it? Uh, what was it? Georgie? No, it was Giovanna? No.
Gina was one of them, but that was for Kate. It wasn't for you. And,
Oh,
and she wanted you. Kate was telling you that Gina wanted you to find your special name with her, and you
oh,
were finding it. You tapped onto it.
yeah, and that's why okay. So then, where's my spirit mate? I wonder. I know she's on the other side, but I don't. That was one question I always wanted to figure out.
She's in a body right now.
She is.
She's in the body right now, and the body's starting to dematerialize for her to come out. I think she went inside a baby that's not going to make it. A child, a child that's broken is what Lily's telling me. She'll be out in a month or a couple of weeks or something.
She is. So she was. Oh.
She just went in a little while ago. I mean, this is all recent.
Oh, so she's been going back and forth essentially.
And see, when the body's asleep, they come out and astral project everywhere.
Yeah. That is. I'm actually
And
doing
then,
an.
and then when the body's awake, they go away. You can see them, but you can't connect with them.
Oh, okay.
But I
Then-
look at her inside the body, and I see the body just kind of literally like dematerializing. It's like, spreading apart, coming apart.
Oh, I just saw it.
So the body's dying, and it is a child. Child has a broken heart, broken septum, something in the heart.
Is the mother in like I feel that the mother of the body is in pain too.
Oh yeah, yeah, she's crying her eyes out.
Oh my goodness.
Her
Okay.
baby's dying.
Oh, okay.
See that really? You have good pineal, but you have really strong heart energy,
Yeah, I feel it. I really
and
do.
you're feeling right through it. It's sad, isn't it?
Yeah.
So all
Okay.
this crap has to stop. Yeah. I was talking with a friend of mine earlier about a situation with JC when I had to kill him and everything, and I went through when he was crucified. I started tearing, and I couldn't, I held it back, but my eyes were definitely getting wet. And he's a good friend of mine, Tim Pownell.
Tim Pump.
Um, he's out in England. He's got over. He's known for the 100 Angels. He's got over 100 of them.
Oh, I remember. I heard a couple of
Yeah,
videos.
and
Uh,
he was asking questions about it, and I was talking. And it's like I was out of body a few times. No, on and off, not much, but I was out of body one time, and they just started to attack him. The original first being male and female to literally take energy. They were attacking him. He was only human essence. He wasn't source or anything,
uh,
and so I got right in the middle of it. I took the blow, and like, so what? It's like someone coming up and going, and
yeah,
it's
I
like,
literally.
oh, you killed my heart. Oh, you knocked my eye out. And I told him, I said, what's your problem? I said, he didn't do nothing. Leave him alone.
Hmm.
And the two of them give me a dirty look, and they floated away. It's
Yeah,
just,
I saw you like go right in front, and like I can see like energy just moving around. Oh yeah, you literally moved her around. Uh, no, another question. I, what am I? What type of spirit?
oh shit, this is the hardest thing for me to do right now.
Okay.
You're 17% soul.
Okay.
You're Feyman, more Fey than human,
More afraid of human.
and that's really cool.
So I was right that time when I was thinking about it. Okay.
I'm trying to see exactly when you came out, and I'm just seeing the second wave of souls. I can't tell if it's 4.2 or 2.4, 4.2, 4.2 billion lives.
4.2. But it is in the billions. Okay. Oh wow, that's a
4.2 billion lives. Yeah, you've been around a long time.
yeah. Okay. Well,
Um, you never could understand. Just say, sorry, my heart. You never could. Wait a minute. You never could understand the reasoning behind all the abuse that everyone was suffering. It's like you would just simply say, "What for?
oh boy.
What
Yeah.
purpose could that have if you really cared about anyone like you always say you do?" I'm sorry, my heart's just really
Okay. No, that's
it
okay.
got real bad for a second, and now it's just kind of slowly murmuring. Yeah, but you had enough lives, and you just look back. There's, I don't know, maybe about 100 million lives, and you just backed off, and you just, I know of you were at a body after finishing a life, and you said, I know I'm not nuts. There's no reason for this. All they say is lies.
Nice. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just so sad. I mean,
Mm. And
they were
I
sick.
yeah, and like my hearing loss, it was an infection, and then it went into hearing loss. I'm 60% deaf in my right ear, 40% deaf in my left ear. But that was the last time I had an ear check, so that was in high school. That was like
Yeah,
12,
that
15.
that that's gonna get helped.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, you're gonna get help with that metaphysically, energetically, but there'll still be a little small percentage one side, a smaller percentage on the other, and you'll have adaptive equipment for that.
Okay, awesome.
But it's going to get down to nothing,
Okay.
like 5 and 20, 5 and 15.
It'd be nice to be able to fully hear again.
Yeah, well, that was
Yeah.
done to you. Anybody with that much heart energy, you got to fuck them up, man, because they're going to make everyone feel better. They're going to ruin the whole reason for creation, which is to fucking abuse, beat the hell out of people, and make them grow stronger. And I told them, you can't do that to the bodies either. I said, I'm going to do what we want. There are bodies. We own all of it. So the spirit, everything else, it's ours. We do what we want with it. And
It's
I told him that 3 times again this life. Back in 2010,
mm-hmm.
2009, 2010, and when I told him you can't keep abusing these bodies, they have rights too. I was seeing myself having said that many times before, and they said no, and I said okay. So this is going to be a wild ride. And
Mm.
the more time went by, the more I woke up, and the more I remembered. These bodies are really nasty prisons.
Mm, yeah, and I see people like I have a good friend of mine. Her name is Jennifer, and she's not even with her child, and her ex-husband is not well, and I feel her heart, and she is it's deep, and oh, it's yeah,
She has a
yeah,
lot of pink in there. She has a lot of compassion for everything that's compassionate.
yeah. I just hope she knows that. I I don't want to push it, but I know she does, but yeah, it's a lot. Um.
Things will get better with time for most all people. Um, there's something with you I want to tell you about. I've talked about those trip chairs, what they were originally used for.
Yeah, to be able to see
You
when you're on the
used to
different.
work on them like a repairman.
I actually remember feeling like I knew what those were. Like,
Yeah, you
yeah.
knew it really well. You had all the manuals for the different models, and
Oh, really?
yeah, fuck yeah, man. You had the
oh,
special tools.
oh,
You get down to the airport or whatever, what spaceport or whatever. You'd be in one of the chairs and you say, okay, calling so and so and so, because you'd have a tracking map of somebody that was really far away. And then if they could hear you, you say test, test, and then they try to reply. And then that's how you check the repairs you're doing on that chair.
oh, oh, that
And
now that's.
if you needed to, you had your own thing in a box. You hook into that chair, into the trip chair, and then you use that, and then you can hear clearly, and then you can read what's wrong with the machine.
oh, wow. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense.
And that was
ah,
fun. You enjoyed talking with other people when you enjoyed your job, but you'd also get the chance to talk to people that were really far out, way out in space.
oh
And you say,
man.
so what's it like out there? What you seeing right now? Oh, this and that. And sometimes you'd be talking to like an officer of the ship, and
Mhm.
they weren't too chatty.
Yeah, no, and I always keep feeling like my last life was something to do with working on the ship or working on something. I
Yeah,
saw I saw a room, I saw like it's fixed, and I saw like smooth walls, everything was nice, but I couldn't really figure out if that was really part of my last
that
life.
that's where they have that. It's a quiet room, and that the chairs are in there lined around like in a circle.
Oh, so that was what I
And
was.
yeah, it's soundproof. So when the people sitting there, it's quiet.
Oh, so that's what I was seeing.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were there.
and I saw the people in the. Okay, now that
Yeah.
makes sense because I was remember seeing this image, and I remember it's almost like I was waking out of the chair, and I was like, "What's going on?" And that's
For every
just
ship
getting
that
people
went
to.
out, every ship that went out, it had to have 2 seats, or it wasn't so and so certified. Every ship that took off, it had to have 2 trip chairs in it, or it wasn't certified, good for travel or something. That was part of your job too, to make sure that they had. If they didn't have it, you had to record it, the incident.
Oh,
And no, you didn't get anyone in trouble. You said, well, it's they have one working good, another one that's on its way, but it's got some problems. And that's not, you're not ratting on anyone. Those are important.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a red call to, to the AAA spaceship, so to
I
speak.
so now that makes sense why I was saying because I see things all the time and I try for another one like I had a dream where you were part of my dream. You said something
Uh-huh.
about Aries, and I was like confused what that meant. He said I was Aries, but I was like I couldn't believe that, and I didn't think that was the case. But I think you were trying to say something similar of being around that life.
That you were Aries,
Yeah, it was a dream I
like
had.
the zodiac,
No, the quote unquote ancient, and I call him ancient ancestor. That was part of
the
Greek.
god of war or something, or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
no, you weren't Aries.
I wonder if there's someone who's trying to lie to me then, trying to impersonate you then.
How long ago is that?
So this was, if I'm correct, 2020. It was 2020. I think it's later in that later going into 2020. And I was still living the last 2 years in Austin. And yeah, 2020.
It was the soul. He's gone.
So
He was
okay.
he was gone. Um he was a good person, but I get rid of him. I'll deal with him when I get home.
Okay.
He
Yeah.
was
So
trying to cut down you using your heart energy. He wasn't trying to abuse you. He was trying to get you to not show up so much heart energy, thinking that he was going to help protect you a little bit by not doing so. That, the more heart energy you use, which is your natural state, the more shit comes at you. So
okay.
he wasn't, he's a good person. He's coming back,
Okay.
but
It's just didn't
he's
know.
frozen. He's frozen and stored.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I saw him. I saw the conversation going on, and I said he's kind of making the body I had when I was Heracles, and I'm like, why would he? Um, and then I saw why. He meant well. He just didn't know better.
Okay. So
Yeah, I
then
didn't cause this creation, but I kind of feel like it's all my fault for not being home yet. But that's okay. I'm almost there. And
mhm,
then anything that does happen will be my issue.
okay. Yeah, I was because I had dreams of so many different things, and I was like, I couldn't fully believe everything because I knew something was off.
Yeah,
So
because that ain't you. You're the opposite. This Aries, this person that was actually Aries, no such thing.
no, it wasn't even real, huh?
Yeah, there was never actually an Aries.
Uh,
That was a name that the Greeks, these folks, Greeks, there's some kind of Greek or something they came up with to justify they had to have a war god.
well, that makes total sense.
So there never was one. So you couldn't have been him. But at the same
Yeah. Okay.
time, the guy was he was trying to help in his own weird way. So he's fine. As I
Okay.
get out of here, I'll be bringing him right back.
Okay. Well, no
So
worries. Okay. I do have. I.
it's
I.
so crazy over there on the other side. I mean, it's been insane.
Oh, man, I didn't realize how. I knew it
How
was
does God
crazy.
love you and do all this crap to you? How can there be a devil when God is omnipotent and made everything and controls everything, does whatever he wants? How could there be a devil? How would he let that happen? I mean, all those original first being servants, the angels slash demons, all of them going through the upper crown, middle crown, lower crown into your hypothalamus, they told you what to think. And then they do that enough, then when they pull their energy out, you're just kind of stuck in that stupor of a trained response. That's why how religions got so big and everything else, and everyone had their own quote unquote angels hanging on them all the time anyway.
Hmm. I always had trouble with the whole, because my father was a former priest. My mom is a hardcore.
Y-
Yeah,
your father had some pretty strong blue energy with some white in it, but sometimes he was really kind of hard, aggressive,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know,
I. Hmm.
and he thought he was doing the right thing because he was made to think that.
Yeah, and I saw that.
Yeah. When he was created, he was like a weak 27%, and I cleaned him to a 17% a long time ago. Long time ago when I was
Uh,
out of body.
okay,
But he was his life that he had, he's controlled, beat up, abused.
okay. My
I was
mother.
in my life for any animal. When I was younger, at one point I kicked a dog, and I've never been. I had to forgive myself for it because I was made to do it, but yet it sticks with me where I can't release it. You know,
Hmm. And
I mean,
now
I
it's
didn't kill it. I mean, but it's just totally not me. It's
yeah. I
just not.
try to not eat meat at all. Like I try my best with being as clean as I can, but I sometimes my
These bodies demand
yeah.
animal proteins. You can't have them. You can't be healthy without them. There's a few bodies vegan that can get by it, get around it. But if as far as vegan goes, plants are alive too.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's this whole system, and that's why it's all going away.
Mm, okay.
But not until we show everyone how it could have been if we were stuck in a body. People have to, when they get out of the body, they're going to have the memories of that life. They need to know. They need to see for themselves. Man, it was bad when the original ones were here. They really abused the crap out of us. And then because they see what it could have been like, and then without the physical bodies, there's no
With the,
physical abuse. So
mm,
that gets rid of 80% of the of abuse and creation.
mm. I always wonder about my mom because my mom is like uh I don't know how this. It's rough. I
Yeah,
love her.
sometimes she can be mean. She's 37% lower frequencies.
She is.
I'm looking at her right now. Your mom's 37% lower frequencies. She has love for you, but she gets upset, and sometimes she'll say, "I just don't understand why. I just don't understand why."
That makes
Why do
so much. Oh my goodness, that makes so much sense. I always wonder. I heard 27. I was like, okay, but but still,
Well,
okay,
she's a light 37, which
E-
is the way she acts is more 27.
okay. Because that's what I was seeing, and it's funny. It's 327. Um, okay, okay. So then, okay, because I remember I had a dream. I was floating, and I went to my mom and my dad, and I saw my dad. I saw the energy from him. It was it's strong. But I saw my mom, and I saw like just heavy, just a lead. And like
Yeah,
I tried to give my heart, and it just didn't. She didn't feel it.
yeah.
Okay.
The more lower frequencies they have, the less heart frequencies they have, and it's all because of the amount of heavy particulate matter that was in them when they were created. because they came from the original first being. The original first being was just over. It was 27.5% lower frequencies. That's because when it was being created, nearer towards the end, it started sucking in heavy particulate matter.
Just like bringing it, it just started coming
It
in.
just started coming in. Yeah, the original first being was created by 5 different energy fields, and near the end, some heavy particulate matter came in. That's where the Enigans that used to be part of us came. They came right out and said, "We ain't touching that."
Yeah, I always had a strong connection with the Energans, and I don't know. I was for a time.
Yeah,
I thought I was.
you're very clean. Your percentage is 17%, but it's totally different.
Oh,
It's very light.
okay.
It's like it would have the effect of a little over 7%.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, but no, I don't know why I have such strong love for the Energans, though. I do know
Well,
that.
they're really cool and they don't hurt anything.
Yeah, and I
They're
feel
clean
that.
and they're all positive. I mean, it's like, damn.
Okay. Okay. This is clearing up a lot of stuff that I tried looking through, and I was reading through your books, watching your videos, trying to make my own assessment, doing my metaphysical readings, and then the people, and this is just clearing up a lot of stuff that I.
When I get the heck out of here and I get settled in, you're gonna just access pretty much anything you want from the field.
Okay.
It'll just be there. You just relax and go in.
Well, that'll make
Lapis, sodalite, um,
life so like.
azurite, and danbarite.
I have Denverite. I always had
Um,
Denverite on me. Let's see. I gotta write this down too.
Put my glasses back on.
That's not good. That's another thing is like when I'm helping people trying to get things with crystals, I saw soda like, and I remember I always liked it. It was always really nice. This,
These are just some of them. One of them I just put it in your chat.
yeah, I see. I was right there, right,
But
right now.
also carnelian is so fucking good with you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I need to get some. I had this. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna get some. I'm gonna definitely get some. Okay. And yeah, I have Dambarite. I always carry my Dambarite. I have an Essenite, and and it's this one right here. I don't know if it is Essenite. Do you see it?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, I found it here in
Yeah,
Boynton.
yeah. It's essonite. It's relaxing. It's earthy, but it's got clarity in it too.
Ah, it's
Hold it
I.
with the fingertips right here. Yeah, and just relax. If you can put your elbows on something, great. If not, just put them by your side and hold
Okay.
the stone. Just relax. Take a nice, calm, relaxed breath. Perfect. And then just, what do you feel?
Feel my upper part of my head, my heart.
I feel it going through in your arms, through your heart, up into your head, moving around like a soft cloud, and then coming back out to the heart and through the arms. You can actually feel it through the arms.
Yeah, I feel it. Oh, okay, okay.
That's Essenite. That's Gera.
I always have
And Gaia.
and
Both
Gaia.
of them.
And
But
Raul
it,
is the crystal, right?
I'm sorry?
Raul is the crystal.
Raul. Oh, Raul
Oh,
is
Raul.
the
Yeah.
the sun. As I was talking with Alexis, and I said the name of our son, his spirit name is Soul. Soul. And
Oh.
and he goes, yeah, I know that. And I started thinking, all through history, the sun has been called Soul, S-O-L. And I just got it by looking, hey, what's your name? Dave. And then I thought, shit, crap on my face.
Well, no. Well, then you found it there.
Yeah. The guy, J-Rod has crystal in it too, so it's all good.
Okay. Yeah, I'm holding some Celestite, but um, okay, and then
Well,
I have, well, of course, I have like three things of like I have my Black Onyx, Tiger's Eye, I have Blood Dragon Jasper, Lapis, and then I have Rhodonite.
oh,
And
that's cool too, isn't it?
yeah,
I was gonna say, um, Dragon Jasper,
yeah,
which
I have it all made.
you have,
So
yeah.
yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. Uh,
They're strong too. Crap. I'm sorry, Walker. I gotta run, man.
I saw it's already 45 minutes. Well, thank you, and well,
Sorry about it at the time, but hey, we got it done, and we
yeah.
sure and had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun. I really did. I'm sorry I can't do more, but just as soon as I'm free of this prison, everything happens, and it'll be great. I'll be myself. Really strong and powerful, but it's still the same loving, caring person. You know,
Of
my heart.
course.
It's just that my frequencies are really strong, but then again, this new energy that I've become makes it spread out kind of quick. So it's kind of weird.
Ah, okay.
No one knows what to think about what I'm going to be like when I get out. I mean, my character, basic character, is the same, of course, on me.
Hmm.
But they said the energy is just, like Lily said, we don't know what to think because your
Uh,
energy is so different. It's thinner and everything, but it's 1,000 times stronger. So I'm like, I don't know either. Here I am stuck in a body. I'm like, die.
well, I hear that you're like, oh, he's going, and I'm like, okay, okay, and I hear him, and I wait, and I'm like, okay, well, not this time, but my spirit guide's telling me every once in a while, and it's like, he's close, he's imminent.
I keep getting right up there, and look, Lily sees the same thing. But that's why she told me to shut down these consultations. She says you're getting ready to drop.
Ah, okay.
So whether it's today or tomorrow or 2 months, I mean, either way, we're there, and I
Okay,
am empty. There's nothing inside me anymore, just a mist.
just a miss. Well,
Yeah.
uh, okay, well, you get going. You gotta go.
Yeah, I
uh,
gotta get to this consult, but I gotta take some lung meds first. I
uh, okay.
having a hard time here, and my heart just got crazy, which is good. I love that.
Yeah, I
Die,
was thinking.
motherfucker, die.
I know. I was just saying. Well, if he dies in the middle of the consultation, well, it is what it is.
So sell the consultation, the copies of the consultation, $1,000 a pop. That would get us out of debt.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, Walter, I love you, man. Take care and
Me
have
too.
fun, and just keep going. I promise you, everything's going to be fine, and we're going to be working on your hearing, okay?
All right.
And
Thank you.
you'll be on the ship getting fixed. You'll be on the
Awesome.
ship walking around, and you'll be awake. So
Awesome.
that's the
I
first
can't
time.
wait. I
You
can't
wake
wait.
up in a room on the ship.
I always sometimes because I get sleep paralysis when I was a kid, and I always felt
Yeah,
like I've been on the ship before, and I don't know how many times I had many experiences as a kid. I know we can't talk, but it's still
it's all
wild.
good, and it's
Yeah.
it's all getting better.
All right.
All
Well,
right, man. Love you.
thank
Take care.
love you too.
See you soon.
See you soon. There we go.